The reason you no longer see me on your screen is some people wanted to lure me into a life I didn't want to live. There are lots of things going on in the entertainment industry, especially the movie industry, which so many of you out there don't know about. But he who wears the shoes know where it pinches or pains. Some of you write me messages. Some of you drop comments like, go back to Nollywood. We no longer see you on our TVs. Why did you stop acting? But there was a reason I had a break, because some things started happening in the industry that I couldn't understand anymore. I started, getting messages from some people who feel that they are cabals. I don't know if I should call them cabals or if I should call them the lord of the industry or generals of the industry. They started making it look like they
Hi G-Stars, welcome back to Naija Gist Direct. Nollywood dark secrets exposed again as Nollywood actor Ikenta speak out on why he left Nollywood. Guys, many Nigerians grew up watching Ikenta, whose real name is Chukwudi Okoro Namboeke. He started acting as a child actor in 1999 and became one of the most popular child actors in Nollywood. Ikenta was well known for playing stubborn, arrogant, and troublesome young boy in many classic Nollywood movies. And apart from acting, Ikenta has also earned the respect of many fans because of his loyalty to his childhood friend Ifeanyi Eze-Okeke, the actor famous for the popular Ugo Shave Me line. While Ifeanyi has been battling a serious health condition for years, Ikenta has continued to visit, encourage, and support him, showing what true friendship really means. And for a very long time now, fans have been asking the actor Ikenta, why did you stop acting? Trying to know why Ikenta stopped acting in Nollywood. Well, Ikenta has finally decided to speak. The actor opened up about what really made him to step away from Nollywood industry. According to him, there are hidden things happening behind the scenes that many fans don't know about. He shared his personal experiences and explained the challenges he faced in Nollywood industry, revealing deep secrets that kept many people talking online. Guys, watch the video to the end and hear everything he said. Let me know your opinion about this in the comment section.
The reason you no longer see me on your screen is there are lots of things going on in the entertainment industry, especially the movie industry, which so many of you out there don't know about. Maka na ndị Igbo si na onye nọ mmadụ nso na n'ishi eze. A sị na onye yi akpụ ụkwụ bụ ife ma ebe ọ na-afụ ya ụfụ. He who wears the shoes know where it pinches or pains. Some of you write me messages. Some of you drop comments like, go back to Nollywood. We no longer see you on our TVs. Why did you stop acting? I never did. I'm still very, very available. I'm saying it publicly. I'm still very, very available for any producer or any director that wants to use me or that wants to cast me in his or her movie. I'm still very much available. I'm still acting. But there was a reason I had a break, because some things started happening in the industry that I couldn't understand anymore. I started, getting messages from some people who feel that they are cabals. I don't know if I should call them cabals or if I should call them the lord of the industry or generals of the industry. They started making it look like they own the industry, that they tell you what to do, and that whatever they tell you to do, if you don't do it, then nothing for you. I'm going to be very, very blunt with it. I know some of you don't know what we're going through, but you think that everything is just, or maybe that this guy doesn't want to be part of this thing anymore. Some people wanted to lure me into a life I didn't want to live, just because you want to give me a role in your movie, or just because I'm in the movie industry, I should conform to whatever thing that is going on in the industry, especially the negative, the things I consider to be a negative thing. No, I don't need to be part of your negativity because I want to get a role. in your movie or something like that. No, never. I rather remain who I am. I rather remain positive and being, and say that what is evil is evil. You like, don't give me a role. I don't care. There are so many other things I could do to survive apart from acting. Yes. And that's what I've been doing ever since then. I've been surviving. Ever since nobody sees me on their screen anymore, I've been surviving. Yes. Some people thought without them, I'm not going to be there. They give you condition, tell you things that you should do. And these are things that I forbid. I don't want to say that here, but I believe that you should have known what I'm talking about by now. This is another reason why you've not been seeing me on your TV screen for a very long time now. Imagine somebody called me in 2022 and told me I was going to do a movie for him for 50,000 naira. And I'm like, what? 50,000? Like, you opened your mouth to tell me I'm going to do a movie for a full movie, like a whole movie, spend about 1 week in your location for 50,000 simply because you think you want to favor me. You think you want to bring me back to the industry. That was the way he put it then. And I'm like, bro, you ain't serious, man. Thank you so much, please. I told them my fee is 400,000. If you can pay 400,000, then let me be. There's no problem. I mustn't be in your film. I mustn't even be in movies anymore. I have other things I could be doing. I think that there is nothing that buys, professionalism faster than when people run away from appreciating talent and making payments, at least fair payment for people's craft. This is talent. And to think that there is no royalty which will be given to this person after doing this movie. Like, Nigeria, how our industry is cultured. We're not like the Hollywood or some other part of the world. Here, there is nothing like royalty coming to you once you are done with that movie, you're done with it. So even if that movie makes 100 million, 200 million, 10 million, anything the movie makes, at the end of the day, it's none of your business. Nothing is coming to you anymore, only for the owner of the movie. And if the movie doesn't make anything at all, it is also to the loss of the producer. Yes, I get that part too. But most of the time we stay positive. Do you understand my point? So if there were to be some form of royalty, for instance, like you say, okay, imagine that movie I did, Onyeze. It's over 20 years now, yes. If our industry was cultured in a very good way, I am still supposed to be taking royalty for that movie till today because the movie is still selling. People are still watching it. People still want to watch it, even in 2026. I don't know if you get my point. All the actors involved in that film, all the movies I did in the past, if our industry was cultured very well, we are still supposed to be taking royalty from those movies, from any income it generates. You see, but there is nothing like that. There are no provisions like that. There are no, no stipulated, written or anything to say, okay, as long as people keep watching this movie or as long as this movie keeps going on and on, you will still be getting a penny from, the income that comes from this movie. There are nothing like that. So that is why the industry needs to be sanitized. There are lots of things that need to be done in the entertainment industry, especially the movie aspect of it. So that when an actor is maybe getting old, those royalties are supposed to be like a pension to them, like, a retirement benefit to them. But there are nothing like that. That is why most of the times you see actors coming out online to cry for help from their fans because that's the only place that's the only thing they could do. The ones that couldn't, you understand, accumulate wealth to take care of themselves maybe when they're getting old. So it's a problem. that needs to be fixed, that needs to be tackled. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm not saying I'm going to change it, but we just have to speak out. Somebody have to speak out so that, this generation, those people, needs to do something about it. There are people in charge. They need to do something about it. Change the narrative, the way things are done. Yes, we are Nigerians. We are Africans. We do our things. Do you know most of the times the contract that we do are not even written. Even till now. We just do it verbally. You just say, how much am I going to pay you? Say, okay, pay me 100,000, pay me 1 million, pay me 700,000, pay me 5, as the case may be. There is no contract. There is nothing stating that maybe if I upload this movie on my YouTube, if after 10 years, if this movie keeps making money, you are still going to be getting $1 or $2 or $3 or so amount of money for these things. There are no provisions like that. And now you come to tell somebody that you're going to pay him or her, a peanut simply because you feel that there are people who could do it better than the person without charging up to what that person charged. I mean, that's not fair. Let's be realistic. In as much as we know that we don't have contracts, at least let's give a fair, at least even if that person where say, hey, this one is taking like maybe 200K. If you don't say, okay, I'll give you 150. At least that's fair. That's fair. Before I forget, please make sure you don't get my submission wrongly. I still give kudos to all the producers. I give kudos to all the, the producers in the past that, fostered what is called Nollywood today. You understand? I appreciate you all because if you guys didn't do what you did, if you guys didn't take the bold step that you guys took back in the day, there will be no Nollywood today. So I still give kudos to all of you, But what we're praying for is for a better posterity, for posterity's sake, for the future, for the next generation, people that will still be running Nollywood even while we are gone. Do you understand? So there are some things that we need to keep putting in place in check until we get there. All right. So kudos to all of you, all the producers, everybody doing real good. Kudos to all of you, man. And for those of you that will go and bring a misconception to all that we're saying, my story is my story. Do you understand? I've got to say it the way it is, man. All right? Without hate on anybody. I was paid 1,500 naira to act in my first movie, Caesar to Caesar, produced by late Obi Madobogu, King of Muzanga, and directed by late Mr. Ndubisi Oko. May their souls rest in peace. Amen. As at that time, people were already collecting 300,000, 200,000 just to feature in a movie. But I was given 1,500 naira. But I never complained. I never thought about the money. In fact, the money wasn't even my problem. I wasn't even interested in if I was paid or not. There were other celebrities in that movie then. The likes of Mama G was there. Mr. Clement Hameze was in the movie. Charles Okafor was in the movie. A whole lot of other actors, you understand? It was my first time. I did what is called, we call it waka pass. Do you understand? It was not a major role. It was just a minor, just waka pass, crowd scene. That's part of what we did. So I was given a 1,500 at the end of the day. I was happy. I wasn't even expecting anything in return. I was just happy that I am going to be seen on the TV. That was my joy. Then it went on and on. I did To Love and Hate. I was paid 4,000 naira. Yes. To Love and Hate. It was almost a major role. To Love and Hate featured other actors like Emekike was there, Genevieve was there, Femi Ogedengbe was there, and so many other wonderful actors. I give kudos to the producer and the director of that movie back then. Yeah, they did a great job. I wasn't really concerned about the money, even at that time. When they gave me the 4,000, I was like, Jesus. For me, it was at Nico Hotel, in Gariki. I can vividly remember everything that happened. That was how, my journey began in the industry. Because some of you think Onyeze was actually my first movie. No, Onyeze was not even my first movie. My first movie was Caesar to Caesar. I did another one, I think Little Rascals. Even before I did To Love and Hate. I think I did about 4 or 5 movies before I now did Onyeze. But Onyeze was what went so viral that many people now forgot about my name and everybody started calling me Ikenta because of, the movie sold very, very well and, it brought almost everybody that featured in it to limelight. Apart from the people who are already, on the top spots. People like legendary Nkemo. In Onyeze, I was paid, I think, 6,000, and that was what they gave me. Yes. But I wasn't really concerned about the money too. Because I am sure that as at that time, legendary Nkemo, they were already collecting hundreds of thousands. Yes. I am very, very sure about that. But they have paid their own dues too. There was a time they did their own when they were not taking anything or when they were taking peanuts. So I'm just trying to state these things out because I saw somebody, put up on a post I made that I bought a chain for 2,000 naira as at the year 2001. And the person was like, that I am a liar, that there's no way I could have seen 2,000 naira to buy a chain in 2001. I want to let you know that I've already started making money even as at 2001. Yes. You now see the reasons why, how and why I was able to acquire a chain for 2,000 naira. Because as at that time, 2,000 naira, yes, I could afford it because I was already seeing small change, from my little acting. I was supposed to, not argue over money. I was supposed to build my acting prowess and my visibility, by trying to pay my dues, not minding what the producer brings to the table or not. And now, bringing it back to 2022, somebody still called me and told me he wants to give me a 50,000 naira to come and do a movie. And I'm like, what? And somebody is trying to, advise me or give me his or her opinion about, I like what you say. That's cool. I'm going to read out the comment. Somebody said, as for me, it's not always about the money, especially when you are still building your career. Yes, you are a child actor, but the people who knew you back then may not necessarily know you now. The industry keeps evolving and every generation has a new audience. To remain relevant, you have to keep showing up. If you are not yet a household name, visibility can be more valuable than a big paycheck. One project can change everything. One movie can make a hit and put you on the radar of producers and directors, making you the talent everybody wants to work with. That's why many people take opportunities, not because the pay is impressive, but because they are investing in their brand and staying relevant in the industry. She went on and on, but I truly understand what she's trying to say. Now, let me break it down. What she's trying to say is, maybe, yes, I was a child actor, then, and now I had a different audience, like, 20 years ago, coming from that generation. Now, in this Gen Z, in this era, in this generation that I equally have a different audience, that there are so many people now who don't know me back then, which is true, yes. Now, she's trying to say I should have, taken up that job because consistency and visibility is what could bring you to the limelight and, but I just try to ask this question. I have stated this as a child actor coming up. I have tried to build this visibility, this same visibility that she was talking about over the years. I've built this visibility by not, challenging any amount of money I was given as a child actor, even though I knew I was not getting enough. Even when some people kept telling me that I was not being paid enough, that I should argue that I should reject some roles because of money and all that. I never allowed that get into me because I was waiting for something. I was always telling myself, yes, I need to push. I need to push. I need everybody to know me. I need to be a superstar. I need to be this before I now start talking about money. So I believe I have built that visibility over these years. So when am I now going to eat the fruit of this labor of the visibility I've built over the years? Like in 2022, somebody's still expecting me to still keep building the visibility and keep, collecting peanuts because I want to stay visible. I don't know. Thank you for listening to this episode and see you on the next episode. And remember, no hate in my blood. Kudos to all the Nollywood producers in the past that, were there for us, that, built Nollywood, that took up the challenge, because a lot of people, if people like you didn't do what you did back then, there would be no Nollywood. So kudos to you all, some of the producers and directors, even the ones that are late now, may your soul keep resting in peace. One love.
So my Gstars, that is all for this video, guys. But personally, I kind of agree with Ikenta because, he's not the first actor that have come out to speak about these things that are happening in Nollywood, with these deep secrets, including these claims of powerful groups and other unhealthy practices within the industry. Of course, these are his personal experiences and opinions, and others may see things differently. So guys, let me know what you think about this. I love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with Ikena or do you have a different opinion? Let's have a respectful discussion in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.